Hello guys, welcome to a new video. It is now, what day is it? Wednesday, the Wednesday before we leave. The packer is coming tomorrow morning. I had every intention, I feel like I say this every time, I had every intention of picking up my camera and vlogging a lot more today, but so much happened out of my control, and that kind of not screwed up my day, but there was a few things I didn't expect happen. And it kind of just threw everything a little bit. So it's been quite chaotic and like running from one thing to another. But basically this morning, kind of got up, got ready as usual. We had an inspection at 8:30. So I was like tidying the house, making sure everything that we don't want people to see, like my jewelry and stuff, was all put away. And yeah, just getting the house ready for people to come and inspect to rent it. And then whilst people are here, obviously me and Max can't be here, so I took him for a big walk around like the neighborhood. We have like an hour-long walk, and then when we finally got back, there was actually a photographer waiting out the front, coming to shoot professional photos of the house, which we didn't know about. We had like included that in part of the rental package for like our listing and everything, but they had taken like iPhone photos I think last week before they put it online, but didn't actually tell us that the professional guy was coming today. So lucky I rocked up when I did, because he was kind of just waiting out the front being like, where is everyone? So yeah, he ended up coming in, and again, kind of lucky timing because the house was immaculate, spotless, tidy, everything from the inspection that had literally just finished. Yeah, so he was here and kind of throughout the rest of my day from there, because I had planned to actually go to my parents' house to get the last of my stuff and kind of go through some crates that we had under the house, like storage boxes, just to get the last of my bits and anything that I wanted to keep before they take it to the tip or whatever, so that when the movers come this week, they can move it all to one place. But because he was here, that got pushed back, and then obviously like he had to take the photos. I was here while that happened. Then finally got to my parents' house, finally like did some of the cleaning, got some of my stuff. Luckily, when we were going through it, I didn't think I had much in storage under there, but then like the more people were saying, oh, we have to get everything out, we have to get everything out and like see it all, I was like, maybe I do have more than I thought. But turned out no, I only had the one box of like actual stuff. There's still a few like bits and bobs, which is more like memorabilia, like trophies and stuff from when I was a kid, like toys that we're keeping for when eventually I have kids or my sister has kids, that my parents have all put into like big storage units or trunks under the house. So I'm out of breath because I literally just ate lunch as well. I didn't actually have that much stuff to go through, which also meant not that much stuff to bring back here. Luckily, because I have a tiny car. But I did pick up a spare monitor screen that we had actually given my dad, but he didn't need it anymore, so we're taking that one so that we have two for our home office in Toowoomba. A couple of books that I had put away in storage, a jewelry box, plus a bunch of like family heirloom jewelry I'd put away for safekeeping. Literally like before we even moved into this house, and we didn't think there was too much longer left, I put a whole bunch of valuable stuff in storage thinking, you know, we'll just take this whole box. It got forgotten about, found it today, got all the stuff out. So now what I'm actually going to do, because even though it could just go as is, because we do have packers coming and we do have a removalist coming, it is all currently just in a suitcase, so it will likely get damaged if it stays in that. So what I'm actually going to do now is do a bit of a house tour. Everything's still somewhat tidy. There's a couple of dog things out downstairs, which obviously like that's how we live, so the house is what it is, but it is still extremely tidy. So while it is, we're going to do a bit of a house tour, so that we have the memes of like what our first home looked like before everything gets packed tomorrow. And then I'm actually going to unpack the suitcase of stuff I brought home into where it would have gone in this house, so that when the packer does come, she can pack it all away properly and it's all protected. But yes, that is a long intro into today. It is now like almost 3 o'clock and I finished at 3 o'clock. I'm actually going to work a bit later tonight. It is also State of Origin tonight. So I'm actually going to do a couple of things this afternoon so I can just get it done. It's out of the way. Then I'm going to pick up my laptop and do some more work tonight while we wait for Origin. And then naturally, it's Origin night. But yes, let's go do this house tour. Hello, my little cutie. Hello. How adorable are you? So adorable. Hello, Maxie. Okay. This is kind of like our media room, TV room, lounge room upstairs, which ended up being more of like football matches and things like that, we would come and sit up here. Not so much in summer because it does get the afternoon sun through these beautiful, gorgeous, large windows. But in winter, I love to sit up here, have my morning coffee, and pretty much any time of the day because it's nice and warm. But anyway, this is our living room up here. I'll just do this way. My stunning, beautiful pillows. I wanted to bring in a bit of like the green and blue in here, so I have all the green and blue throws and everything in here. And then we have our void above our entryway, which I've always loved, but has to. This was our spare bedroom, which actually did get used quite a bit considering, but this is where, if we had guests come, this is where our guests would stay, in this room. Simple. Typically those crates in that corner over there weren't there, but because we have been organizing and going through stuff to get rid of anything we didn't want to take to Toowoomba, we've actually got some spare empty boxes over there. So I kind of just put them in this room for now because they fit and we're out of the way. But yeah, this is our spare bedroom. And then we have another spare bedroom, which at the moment has all of these suits on their bed. But luckily not as much clothing over here. This was full of clothing. This kind of became our dumping ground, our room for like getting dressed. My partner keeps all of his suits were kept in this room, which he did a huge clear out of. This was like full. You couldn't fit another thing in there, plus all the Christmas decorations. But that's what all those suits are. They are ones we are getting rid of and donating. But yeah, this kind of became our get ready / clothes dumping ground for anything we wanted to donate or get rid of. It sort of just got chucked in here until I did a run to the donations place. But yeah, it's a lovely, another little spare bedroom. Then we have our home office. This is, yeah, literally where I would spend most of my days, is our office here. Little Maxie sitting with me normally in his little play. That is like a bunch of stuff that we went through. We had piles and piles of books over here pretty much the entire time we lived here, until I finally got this lovely bookshelf and put some of them in here, but we still had some left over. So we kind of just kept the piles here thinking one day we would go through it. Then the move came about and we were like, we don't want to move it all to Toowoomba and just do the same thing. So we went through it all, and this is kind of what we got it down to keeping. It's like half my craft and art stuff, half school books, which will go in a different bookshelf up there, and half like baby books and things that, yeah, kind of want to keep. So that's all there. This is also like our other get ready wardrobe. It was like where I would keep all my handbags, my coats, winter clothes in here. And then yeah, our new beautiful bookcase. But yes, this is the room where I would spend majority of my days during the week working if I was not sitting outside. Hello, you coming for the house tour? And then this was our bedroom, which I have always been obsessed with because I love the morning natural light in here. But yeah, we've kind of got this lovely like beige bedspread at the moment, which kind of all matches the theme and tones of this room currently, but we also have a green one that we swap in and out. We've got the bedside tables with some other books on them, matching my light. These lovely windows which just bring the nicest natural light in here. Mirror. If you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen a few outfit videos in here. TV, and then Max's crate, and he has another bed that goes here, but it does also sometimes go downstairs, which is the same color as this bedspread, so it kind of all matches. Our walk-in as well, which was designed, my partner designed this so that it would fit as much of our stuff as possible, but also be his and hers, so that it was basically identical in half and fit majority of our stuff. We still have so much. And then we've got master ensuite. Typical bathroom in here. Very typical bathroom. And then we go down the stairs. Bathroom, bathroom. Then I love the light that comes through here in the afternoon. This is our like entryway void. which is stunning. This is like the entryway. This typically would be by the front door, like the welcome front door mat, but just because we've had so many people in and out, had the vacuum on, I have moved it up there at the moment. But we have this little entryway dig in, I guess, in the wall where we could like have a feature wall basically of photo frames, which I love. They're all pictures of our New Zealand trip. I had always meant, I thought I printed them all in the correct dimensions. Clearly some of them I did not. I'd always meant to get them resized, but never got around to it because once they were up I kind of just completely forgot and would always walk past and think, oh my god, I'd do that, and then I'd forget. Anyway, that's all up there now. Have to get fixed for the next one. But yes, that is our entryway. And then here we have our Max. We have our living, dining, kitchen area, which again, I just love the layout of this house so much. And I just, yeah, everything we picked to go with it, I really did love the vibe of it all. But yes, this is kitchen. Okay. Kind of outside. We got this like stunning black and green table set for out here. This table set actually extends, so it's currently a 8-seater, but it does actually go to 12. Blake's barbecue I got him for his 30th birthday, and then Max's little green outdoor mat over there which matches everything, and then our backyard, which was always perfect for little Maxie to run laps in. But yeah, this is kind of the outdoor where I would spend pretty much every morning. I would work here in the sun while Max has his outdoor time. We would play chase and everything. Love sitting out here. I'm gonna unpack and then maybe put a show on upstairs in bed, go sit in bed and tinker on my laptop this afternoon. Yeah. Enjoying the final evening of this house, looking the way it does. That's so wild to think. Just lost Max, but yeah. Oh my god, I look so tired. Anyway, good morning. It is now Thursday morning. I've literally like woken up not just woken up, that's a lie. I woke up at about 6 o'clock. We had a coffee in bed, then we just went and dropped Blake's car at the car shop because it's needing a service before we leave. But I've just started putting some things ready for the packer to come. So I've just washed the coffee machine out, which means no more immediate homemade coffees until probably Saturday, Sunday, most likely Sunday. So I'm going to be probably ordering a coffee later today because I am so tired. We've got some washing on so that we can try and get as much of the washing done before we leave and don't have to go and like do heaps of it. Blake's actually working upstairs as well today, so that while the pack is here, we're kind of both here to figure out what needs to be packed, what we might do ourselves, etc, etc. But yeah, I thought I would just kick off today. Last night was also State of Origin, which was fun. I was so tired though that we just watched it at home and I ended up falling asleep in like the last 10 minutes of all the times of the game. But at least Queensland basically smashed New South Wales, so I didn't really miss much because we were already winning. But yes, so I've just popped a YouTube video on. I've just been cleaning down here, ready so that all the appliances can get put away. But I think I'm actually going to go upstairs now, quickly edit the sort of we're moving kickoff video that I filmed on, I think it was Tuesday morning now. And then I've got to start some work. Yeah, then I'll do some work because I am working today, but like it's a bit of a mix match day. So I'll do some work until the packer gets here and then figure out what she's doing, where I need to be, if she needs help with anything, and yeah, kick on with our day. Sorry that you can hear the washer. This is probably also going to sound ridiculous, but I keep just taking so many photos of the house this week because I'm like, oh my god, I need to capture this like one last moment. But how nice is the winter morning sun in here with our flowers and everything. I'm going to miss this little outlook every morning. Don't mind the dog's pee pads over there. We put them out overnight time so that he will actually pee there rather than anywhere else really, because it's too cold overnight, and he doesn't like to go. What are you doing? What are you doing?